Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today we are going to be having a callout week. What this means is we're going to be going over all of the BGHDDevelopment plugins and callouts for FivePD, and that will happen throughout the week. So our first callout pack we're going to be checking out today is the Car Callouts pack. This comes with the Pursuit of Armed Suspects, the Pursuit of Armed Suspects in a van, a stolen police car with a hostage police officer who has his hands up and everything, stolen fire truck, stolen ambulance, car driving backwards, slow driver, reckless driver, oversized vehicle, and a small vehicle. So these are all the callouts you get with this pack. They don't have any department restrictions. They'll spawn randomly throughout the map regardless of where you are. We're actually going to go ahead and check out our reckless driver. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and respond over to the reckless driver call. So pretty much how the reckless driver call works is the suspect will drive randomly and recklessly throughout the city, ignoring street lights, cars, all of that. We'll try to get around people, all of that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. If you run into issues again with any of these callouts, please let us know over on our Discord server or on the FivePD forums. So you can see the suspect is actually leaving the circle where they were, and they're a little red dot. And you can also see they were saying stuff in chat. So they said, let's go, full speed ahead. So this is your reckless drivers, clearly reckless by going through the red lights and around. So what you can do in this circumstance is you could either pull them over, which I'm not going to do, or you could chase them. So you can see they are running and they're trying to get away, but if I want, I could actually try to pull them over. And they would try to pull over. Hopefully they pull over, or they'll run from us. Probably they'll pull over. So pretty much you can get them to pull over. You could talk to them, figure out what's going on, check breathalyzers, stuff like that. But that is one of them, and you can see they're scraping up against other cars. So they're still going to be reckless even if you're pulling them over. So you can decide what to do with this person. And of course you can always code for if anything goes wrong in the Z menu, as long as you want. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out another one of the callouts. So the other callout we're going to check out is the oversized vehicle callout. Just go ahead and press Y when you pop it up. If you want to force callouts, by the way, I'll have a tutorial on how to make yourself a FivePD and a server admin in the next couple of weeks. Very thank you to everybody suggesting that in the videos as well. So we're going to go ahead and check out the oversized vehicle now. This is clearly oversized. When you see this, you'll clearly see it's an oversized vehicle and shouldn't be driving on the roadway. It will also drive recklessly normally and sometimes even run over stuff like that light post or almost that car. So you can deal with this however you feel fit. Good luck trying to deal with this call out. And clearly you'll run into some interesting times, especially if you get into a pursuit or something like that, because, you know, good luck with that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and check out the next call out now. We're just going to keep going through these. I'm not really going to go into detail on each one or actually play out each call out. I'm just highlighting what we have in the call out pack so you can experience everything yourself. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this call out. So you can see in the left hand side it told you what vehicle they were driving. So in case you don't have your map on or anything and you show up, you can actually tell what vehicle they are driving. Anyway, let's go ahead and get over there right now. And you can see there is a yellow circle, and inside that yellow circle with the suspects and everything, they actually appear in multiple dots. So if a suspect bails out of the car for whatever reason, if they crash or they bail out of the vehicle or something, it will appear on the map and you can chase them down individually as well, which is a pretty cool thing. And I do suggest you use that. So clearly here something, actually probably those are just some random people. Anyway, I hate cops, let me kill you. So you can see this one, when you get close to them, they're actually going to shoot at you. Because it's a pursuit of armed suspects. So you're going to have to work with your other police department people and stop them from hurting anyone or shooting or killing you as an officer, because they will shoot you and they will kill you. You can see they're clearly doing damage to me here. So I'm just going to go ahead and code for this so we don't have that problem. But go ahead and have a nice adventure with that, because I think you'll enjoy all of the cool things you can get yourself into. Anyway, let's go on to the next call out, which is kind of like the whole same thing as the reverse call out. So this means the car is going to be driving in reverse. Now, I would like to admit this doesn't work 100% of the time, but it does work a good significant portion of the time. So please make sure to report any issues you have to us on Discord or in the FivePD comment section on our resource page. So, caller driving in reverse. That means the car is probably driving in reverse, and you can see here they kind of are. So what they actually do is sometimes they'll drive correctly, but most of the time they're actually going to drive in reverse. So here we go. You can see they're actually driving in reverse. So you can deal with this how you see fit, but they are going to drive in reverse, and good luck trying to stop them. You could try to pull them over, do whatever you want. Good luck with this one. They never seem to cooperate 100% fully. Anyway, let's go on to the next callout, which is the slow driver callout, and this is pretty much exactly what you would think it is. It's a driver moving at the speed of literally a snail. All of the callouts, most of them, 99% of them, have random cars that you can, they'll spawn in, so you never have the same car or the same ped. They're always a different car or a different ped, so you can have multiple different experiences with the same callout, regardless of if you are taking it for like a third time or something. They'll all be a little bit different for each experience you have, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's get over to this slow call out and not crash. I'm not using a controller to drive, that's probably why I'm crashing. But let's get over there real quick so we can go ahead and check that out. I'm going to have a few little hint for upcoming videos. Is this week will be Callout week, where I go over all Callout packs. And then next week we'll be going over graphics packs, sirens, and stuff like that. So make sure to stay tuned for that next week. Alright, so you can see, is that a bird? Wait, I think it's a car. So clearly this guy isn't going, or isn't doing so well. And you can see he is driving at the speed of a slug. So good luck figuring this one out. You could pull them over, you could do whatever you want with them, check their ID, check if they're drunk or anything. All of them also have, most of them have a random selection of stuff they have on them, like different types of items, different types of alcohol levels and stuff like that. So you can figure all of that out. And then you have the small vehicle callout, which is pretty much what it seems like is a small vehicle callout. So we'll go ahead and respond over there and see what small vehicle we get ourselves into. There are about 3, I believe, small vehicles. I accidentally, in the early version of a release of this callout, actually made it a tugboat rather than an airport tug. So I do apologize to anybody who had that issue. And all of that. So you can see here is the airport tug as an example. So you can see he's just driving and he's very small. He goes at a decent speed, but this thing doesn't go fast as it is. So good luck figuring all that out. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the other stolen ambulance callout is the next one. So stolen ambulance is pretty much what you think of it is. It doesn't look like I might have just glitched this out by accepting 2 callouts at once. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again. Stolen fire truck callout. Press Y to accept. Alright, clearly I broke something. I'll be right back with you momentarily while I fix this. Alright, so I'm back. I just restarted FivePD because sometimes that does happen. And if you ever run into an issue where stuff crashes or stuff doesn't work, just let us know on the forums and we're happy to take a look at it. But normally, if you just restart FivePD once, everything will go back to normal. It probably was just a one-time glitch or something. So you can see, Officer Noodles, the suspect is fleeing. Oh, whoops, wasn't paying attention to that. So you can see the suspect is fleeing and you can see their icons up there, the suspect and the fire department or ambulance's icon, or this is the stolen fire truck, not the ambulance. So you can see this time they actually got stuck. So this is a good example of when they can't actually drive anywhere, they're going to bail out and run. So you can see the suspect is actually running on your map. This is the suspect. They got stuck. They couldn't go anywhere, so they're actually running. That's pretty funny. It's actually an EMT or something, because they would not be stealing a fire truck. Anyway, stolen police car. We're actually going to skip over this one and just go to the stolen police car with hostage, because this is a little bit more of an interesting one. So stay quiet, don't say anything, and stuff like that. So they'll have some conversations at the bottom you see, which is pretty cool to see. There's the police car. So you can see, if we get up close, the person actually has their hands up. The cop has their hands up, which is pretty cool. So there will always, in the stolen police car, sometimes there'll be a hostage, sometimes not. It will tell you either way if there's a hostage or not inside the vehicle. And you can see if we catch up here, you'll actually see they have their hands up. There's the cop with his hands up there, and the person driving it. The person driving it may or may not be armed. It's completely random, so make sure to keep in mind that when going after these types of callouts. And then you got your pursuit of armed suspect van, which is like your more dangerous pursuit of armed suspects, because they're in a van and they're actually shooting at you from the back of the van, which makes it a very intense situation, and you'll need a lot of assistance pretty much to get it handled. So let's go ahead and head over there and make sure that it's working fine and everything, and you can take a look on how that looks like when you get started. And almost every callout has unique text at the bottom and stuff where the people are talking, and on the left hand side it will tell you normally what car they're in. But you can see here, they're going to start shooting. So there's actually 2 suspects here, and they're actually going to start shooting at you. So keep that in mind. This callout is pretty dangerous to deal with, because you'll die pretty quickly if you are alone like me. Because you can see they're actually aiming at the back of the vehicle. It may not work sometimes, considering sometimes it glitches out, but most of the time it does work. I don't know why it's broken this time. I'll take a look into that, but it will be fixed by the time this video releases. But, you know, that's just how this works. Okay, that's why. So apparently when one of them got glitched out, but now they're actually shooting at me. So anyway, keep that in mind. This will be a very dangerous call out when dealing with, because they are very violent and stuff like that. Anyway, that is pretty much all of the callouts. I believe I went through all of them except for Stolen Ambulance, which we can pull up right now just to make sure everything, you can see how it works. Stolen Ambulance, press Y, you can see, there we go. So now it's working correctly. We'll head down there and check out the final call of Stolen Ambulance. The Stolen Ambulance and Stolen Firetruck don't have hostages on that type of thing. That may come in the future if requested, but I didn't add it in this version just because it didn't seem necessary, but I will keep it in mind for future versions now that I actually thought of it. But you could always look into that anyway. So here we go, Stolen Ambulance. You can see they are clearly not an EMT, and they're going to go flying. So some vehicles and some driving styles for these people are a little different. So the ones that are like Stolen Police Car, they're going to have a more reckless driving style than the ones that are like slow vehicles. You can see this one is really flying, so they're going really, really fast. So depending on what vehicle it is and what your modifications are in game to those vehicles, they can go pretty fast if they want to. So make sure to keep that in mind when doing these types of cases. Kind of depends on your police model and what you set the max speed and stuff to be in those models. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Noodles, hopefully, or Stefan Noodles, whatever you want to call me. That was the call out pack, and hopefully if you have any questions or issues, you reach out. Happy to keep making these, and lots more to come in the few days, so make sure to keep an eye here on the channel for call out week. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.